The Score is the place for local spring high school sports, and we've got some for you right now. Brought to you by Central Maine Community College. More than just a community college, over 40 academic degrees and certificates, and one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Just go to cmcc.edu. Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where cars and trucks cost you less. Online at cmautogroup.com. By Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner, hammondlumber.com. Midstate Machine. Looking for a career? Check out the Machinist Development Program at midstateusa.com. Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Sales and service by a family that cares. Somerset Stone and Stove, offering quality gas, pellet, and wood stoves and hardscape products. 201 Tire, Battery, and Service, your tire and battery experts on the Augusta-Vassalboro line. SBS Carbon Copy in Waterville, where printing's personal, not puzzling. PJ Diggs, the excavation pros. If it's dirt, they do it. Renewal by Anderson, award-winning replacement windows and doors. Schedule your free consultation today. Assistance Plus, providing home care, behavioral health, and developmental services. Together, we can make a difference. Maine Preventative Maintenance, your complete heating, cooling, and plumbing contractor. The Harry J. Smith Company, 13 Sanger Avenue, Waterville, serving the Central Maine community for over 100 years. JDH3 Design at jdh3designs.com, where they can print on just about anything. Valley Beverage, delivering great beverages every day. Dixon's Country Market in Benton, with 24-hour diesel service and the best takeout food around. And by Casella Waste, for your residential and commercial trash pickup. Now, let's go live to Mike Violet and A.J. Knight.
Good morning. If it's Saturday morning, that must mean that the Score is in South China at Erskine Academy covering a lacrosse game. And that is exactly what we've got for you this morning. It's boys lacrosse today as the Northern Maine Moose have come to civilization in South China to take on the Erskine Academy Eagles. I'm Mike Violet along with A.J. Knight. The Northern Maine Moose are from Holton, Hodgdon, Greater Holton Christian, and Southern Aroostook. Did I leave anybody out, AJ?
No, that's who I have
it's
down too.
A combo team that makes up the Northern Maine Moose. Now, before we even get into the nuts and bolts of the game, let's talk about what might be the best logo in Maine, along with the Rambler from Winthrop, and that's the Moose from Northern Maine Moose. We've seen their logo. It's awesome.
Yeah, you actually, real quick, I could show you the scoreboard. I don't think I have a quick one I can pull up at a bigger one, but I could show you the scoreboard, and you'll see it. Depending on what screen you're watching down there in the bottom right, but you got the NM with the moose and the lacrosse
Very
stick.
cool.
It's awesome.
Very cool. So, all right, so let's talk about the game. These Erskine Academy Eagles come in 4-4. They're number 6 in the latest Teal points. Northern Maine Moose come in 2-3, number 8. A combo team, low numbers, but they're building things in the right direction, and the fact that they're playing is great, that these kids have all been able to come together from all these different schools and play. And it takes a hell of a commitment because there's not a lot of other teams up there, which is why they have now ridden a bus this morning for 4 hours to come down here to play a game.
That's commitment on its own, right? Because, I mean, that's your Saturday right there. But the cool thing to hear is we talk about fairly, I think, consistently, we talk about how happy down here at Erskine we saw the MCI Nokomis girls lacrosse combo team. We talked about how huge the numbers were for both programs. This Erskine team, they've doubled their numbers from last year, and how that's just good for the sport. This Northern Maine team, you were talking to the Erskine coaching staff before we got on the air, said they've only existed for 2 years, and like you said, they're sitting in the 8th spot already, which is awesome, because the only way you're going to grow the program is if you get more kids involved, and obviously, eventually, hopefully, you get to splinter off some of those schools because they can support their own teams.
Yeah, we're seeing more and more numbers all the time, the doubling of the Erskine numbers. Many other schools in the area are doing the same thing. Some of them are fairly new to lacrosse. Some of them have been around for a while, like Erskine Academy. For the Northern Maine Moose, coached by Andy Simos, he's got a couple of his sons on the team, but he also has a youngster, a junior by the name of Isaiah Irvin, and he, according to Ethan Retu, is the guy to watch for Northern Maine Moose. Ethan, of course, the coach from Erskine Academy, asked him, what do you know about the Moose? He said, keep your eyes on number 2. He is a good one.
Well, I'm assuming he's not leading you astray, because that sounds like coach scouting report right there, right? That's exactly what he's going to go to the huddle and tell his guys. Somebody make sure to mark up on number 2.
So that's the scouting report as far as attack is concerned for Northern Maine Moose. Dawson Cole is going to be in goal for the Moose. He is a senior. On the other side of things, Nate Grenier will be in goal for Erskine Academy. His team has had ups and downs, which is indicative of a 4-4 record. And talking to Coach Retu, he said, we've played great. Even the game they lost here to Gardner, we thought they played very well that day against Gardner. They lost at a low-scoring game, 6-2. But 4-4, and on the upswing, he says, though, we are starting to find it.
Yeah, just to, I think, demonstrate, right, they've only had 1 loss in their 4 losses decided by more than 4 goals, so pretty close game. 4 goals is not a ton, I think, in lacrosse. Their average loss margin is 4.8. That's buoyed a little bit by the 10-goal loss to Booth Bay, but they've played close games. And on the other side, when they win big. They've only had 1 loss by less than 7 goals. So I think for the coaching staff, right, talking about you hope to keep the big wins, but I think you trade some of that if you can just get some consistency, because with those 3 close losses, you're potentially talking about maybe narrowing that gap a little bit. But just some numbers for you, Mike. And in wins, just for numbers everybody keep an eye on, Erskine averages over 10 goals, gives up just about 3.5. In losses, they score 5 and give up just about 10. So there's a big, vast swing in their wins and losses.
Yep, and we'll see what happens today. The captains and the officials going through the ground rules, if you will, before this one. We have a cloudy day with the sun coming out here and there. Temperature in the mid-50s. Pretty good weather to have a lacrosse game, and the track here is very fast. We haven't had much rain here as of late, so we're just about set to go. We'll take a quick timeout. Come back, opening face-off. Northern Maine Moose, Erskine Academy Eagles. They're next on The Score.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. Our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Over 40 academic degrees and programs recognized as some of the best in the United States. Nursing, criminal justice, forensic, psychology, IT, education, culinary arts, and so much more. Offering one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Plus, a top-seeded national champion producing athletics department. Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Find your passion. Go to cmcc.edu.
We have created our own drink company. The fastest growing sports drink in history.
We will run! We will run!
Ladies and gentlemen,
The monkey has prime!
this season we are hydrated.
The official sports drink of the UFC. It's on!
Oh, that's good.
Distributed by Valley Beverage of Lewiston.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Spring is the season of rejuvenation and the perfect time to revitalize your home with Renewal by Andersen. Our spring savings event is only once a year. Call Renewal by Andersen to schedule your free window diagnosis and take advantage of this incredible limited time offer. We've installed over 4 million windows, earning us 4.7 stars in customer satisfaction. Call the number below or visit us online today. And remember, call now because these great savings end soon.
The better way to a better window. Renewal by Andersen.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight back here live at Erskine Academy in South China as the Moose and the Eagles take the field and we get set to go. A big week this week. We had 5 games this week. We've got 6 games. It's a 6-game week. Next week, a game every day starting Monday with Winslow at Coney in baseball at 4. Tuesday, it's girls lacrosse, Lincoln Academy at Messalonsky. They'll play at 5:30. Wednesday, we're back at Colby for high school baseball. Skowhegan, they're home away from home taking on Hampden Academy. That's a 4:30 first pitch. Thursday, boys lacrosse, Gardner and Coney get it on. That great rivalry. That'll be a 7:30 start from Augusta. Friday, Lawrence at Winslow baseball at 4. Then Saturday, Lawrence Winslow girls lacrosse will be at Coney at 10 o'clock on Saturday morning. So all of those games here next week. CentralMaineSports.com, 1160thescore.com, our YouTube channel at Central Maine Sports, and we are ready to go. The Moose in the dark, the Eagles in the light uniforms, and the face-off is controlled by Brody Worth. Now Northern Maine Moose trying to get control of it. Ball knocked out and scooped up by Erskine Academy. And on the attack now, it's Keith Radonis. Radonis goes down low for Austin Nicholas. Nicholas back out front, and now they'll start the offense. It's Crummett. In goal is Dawson Cole. To the side. Now back out front, nearly picked off there as Chase Larrabee was able to snag it. Now they'll work it behind the net. This is Emmett Apple. Apple sets up, pulls back, now kicks it over on the side to Radonis. He is blocked, can't get in there, kicks it back out front to Austin Nicholas. Now the pass is missed, and it is going to go in the other direction to the Northern Maine Moose.
When you're cutting there through the crease, right, it's going to be a narrow window. You got to make sure to get that pass, and that one goes wide.
So let's see what Northern Maine can get rolling here. Their first possession after the faceoff and a loss. Emmett Apple steals. And right back on the offense goes Erskine Academy, and the shot out front by Crenolis is wide. Caden Crenolis missed. He's coming off now. And replaced in the lineup by Chase Larrabee. Erskine Academy, after the steal, with some pressure. Back on the outside, circling its Apple. He backs it out. Lost it. Apple knocked away from him by Eamon Simos. Now back out front, ball lost by Larrabee. Larrabee can't get it. It's picked up by Simos. Ball loose at midfield, trying to scoop it up there. Braden Drake. Drake is checked. Ball loose right near midfield, and scooping it up is Larrabee. So the Moose had a chance, could not gain possession, AJ.
Yeah, it didn't really commit a ton of resources there. It kind of held back on defense. That's why you saw that late midi come in. I think he was lost. Initially didn't see it down.
Apple on the near side to Nicholas. He lost it. And that is out, and that's going in the other direction.
Yeah, that one just bounced, and he couldn't find it.
So let's see if the Moose can roll here.
Fortunately, passed it over the head of their attackman. They're going to turn it right back over.
Well, they were playing fast there, got it downfield very fast. And Erskine Academy, Jackson Pilot. Pilot, midfield. Tayson Pilot is in there too, wearing number 2, and he's got it on the left. Now back out front, Chase Larrabee. Check that, it's not Larrabee, it's Nicholas. Lays it back to Crummett. Ooh. What was that?
They got him for the screen, I think. Not a lot of contact there, not a lot of movement either. I think that's kind of a weak call.
All right, here's Isaiah Irvin. We heard about him. Pass up, shot, nice save by Grenier. And the loose ball, he smothered it with his stick. That was an opportunity.
And I think for Northern Maine, right, especially you got to be careful because I think they lack numbers a little bit, but transition going to be where you want to go, right? You don't want to let the other team get set.
Here's Larrabee. Larrabee run right out by Irvin. He circles around the hit, though. And Larrabee back to Pilot. Tayson Pilot, a sophomore, inside. Ball knocked out, actually. That's Nicholas. Nicholas had it knocked out, scooped up there by Braden Powell. Now on the far side, it is Barton, Brandon Barton. Up the left side, out of his stick and out of bounds.
Nice defense. Just got to cradle. Cradle, that's why you do it. It keeps it through contact.
All right, Nicholas. No score here. We're about 3.5 minutes into the first.
And Northern Maine has not really established much possession. Erskine, not as crisp as they'd like to be early.
Yeah, Northern Maine, some very brief possessions. But as far as time of possession is concerned, dominated so far by Erskine Academy. Larrabee trying to angle in, knocked out of his stick. Ball is loose. Trying to jump in there is Barton. We get a whistle on the play. And this will be the Moose ball. They hustle it down. This is Brandon Barton. Barton. Left side goes out deep. This is Fagioli. Fagioli back to Barton. And for the first time, Northern Maine with a chance to set something up. That was Connor Linz. Linz back to the top to Irvin. Now to Colton Simos. Simos to Norton.
Northern Maine right now, I think, making sure everybody gets a touch. The coaching staff shouted when they got into the offensive zone, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down.
And they have. All on the perimeter now. It's Norton. Norton on the side. Norton tries to split a double team. Ball's loose. It was scraped to the back of the net, and it's scooped up by Erskine Academy. So some possession there by Northern Maine, but nothing comes of it.
Nice job defensively on the ride there. Pushed the defender, I think, on the far sideline. So
yeah.
Northern Maine going to get it back.
Yeah, Luke Mitchell with a long stick. Lost it. All right, the Moose. On the attack. All of it on the perimeter. Had a difficult time getting it inside. Scott goes to Irvin. Irvin, a reverse. Irvin goes in. Irvin, I think, quadruple teamed there. And the ball goes loose. Fagioli touches it up, but he is defended very well by Oliphant. And Oliphant gets it to Grenier. And on the change of possession, here's Erskine Academy. Grenier runs it up and fires a long pass to virtually no one. However, flashing open is Nicholas. Can he get that loose ball? In the corner. And Crummett there for Erskine Academy.
He had it. He got a little body check, and it went out of bounds, so back to the Moose.
6:25 to go in the first. No score. Really not much in the way of scoring opportunities for either side.
No, I've only got one official shot right now, and it belongs to the Moose.
That's it. Yeah, and it was a pretty good save by Grenier. There's a shot. That's wide. Yeah. Not really very close there by Braden Temple.
Yeah, that's one of those tough situations, right? You have an unsettled situation, so you want to take your opportunities, especially when you catch the defense off guard, but that's the downside of unsettled. There's no backup, so the Moose get a chance to clear here again.
All right, Cole, the goalkeeper. They try to get it up to Irvin, and they do. Isaiah Irvin. Very carefully, floating over to the right, kicked it over to 99, Colton Simos. Simos to the top. Back over on the left to Barton. Now to Simos. Perimeter game, that's been it so far for Northern Maine.
I got to think, Mike, normally you have, most high school teams are probably going to have a fourth attackman, a fourth defender, a couple long sticks, and at least two lines of midfielders. I got to think their conservative offense is just as much about preserving energy because they just don't have subs.
Yeah, and we had a drop there by Simos, but a whistle, and they give it back. Now they're going to give it to Erskine Academy.
I got an explanation. I think they got him for a hold.
Okay. All right, there's another change of possession. Adrian Norton ended up with it after a tussle there with Ochoa.
And Erskine going to catch a break. I think you say Northern Maine too quick on the restart defensively.
Yeah, so Alex Ochoa starts it again. Ochoa with the long stick. Chokes up on it, runs it up to midfield. Good pass and a good catch there by Apel. Apel down low, shot, score! Austin Nicholas gets Erskine Academy on the board. It's 1-0 Eagles.
And an assist from Apple on there, 23-21 in your score sheets.
So Austin Nicholas with the tally.
Good heads-up play. Thank you for staying back.
And the first goal of the game goes to Erskine Academy, and they lead it 1-0.
Here you go, Keith.
Excellent job getting the ball downfield by the Eagles. It was very quick passes.
Yeah, they took advantage, I think, of a little bit of the inexperience for Northern Maine as well, because one of their short sticks stayed back, and so that's why the defender went forward.
All right, Radonis takes a trip in, goes low. A side saddle shot went wide.
Lowering his head going all the way. Anyway, so he's called Minnie back, and the short stick defender stayed with him, so I'm assuming it was 6 on 5.
All right, good job defending by number 95 there, Gage Folsom with the long stick, and he gets it over to the goalkeeper, Cole. Cole up the right to Forbush. Forbush knocked right out of his stick, and look what I found, Jackson Pelot. Lucky bounce there. Pelot on the attack. Pelot all the way, pushed out, turns, shoots. Ball never got out of his stick, and it's loose in front and scooped up by Simos, and Simos goes back to Cole, the goaltender.
Pelot there had his about 2 seconds earlier. That one gets airmailed.
I don't know what Cole was doing there. You're right. That was a parachute.
Yeah, actually, I think his upper hand is too high, so he's kind of just pushing it as opposed to throwing it.
All right, Erskine Academy, 1-0 on the goal by Nicholas. And with it behind the net, Erskine Academy works it back out front. Austin Nicholas, the goal scorer. Nicholas peels back out. Now reverses himself to Jackson Pelot. Pelot pushed out by Simos. Pelot's pass on the right didn't connect with Apple. That's out. And it'll go to Northern Maine.
I think Erskine's had some chances. Just haven't been as crisp, I think, as they'd like to be.
3:20 left in the first. It's 1-0 Erskine Academy. Folsom midfield, a stray pass and run down back there by Alex Ochoa. Ochoa runs it up the right. Pass in the middle for Cronolis. Cronolis to Nicholas. All the changes, you can see them. We are right in the thick of it here between the benches, and you can see the changing on the fly. That's the great thing about this game, I think. All right, pass down low, and cutting into the net there was Crummett, and it went off the top of his stick.
Yeah, he had a great opportunity there as he was going to come front side, just a little bit high, and he popped it up in the air. Yeah, I mean, like hockey, right?
Yeah.
Game doesn't really stop. Even on the resets, unlike one of the few areas hockey's got the face-offs, not that I would call hockey a slow game, but lacrosse, you'll get a couple of those infractions, and they're either play-ons or quick restarts.
Yes, sir. 2.5 to go. Pass right side. Irvin. That might have been in my lap if he hadn't caught it.
It was. He did it just for you.
Oh, that was a nice pass he did. Here's Conley. Conley goes across the field, and the pass astray there, looking for Adrian Norton. This will go to Erskine Academy.
That's unfortunate for the Moose. I think they want to run a little bit more conservative, slow pace to protect themselves, but if someone cut to the middle there, they had an unsettled opportunity, I think, to get one.
All right, Erskine Academy with 2:15 to go. And out back, Chase Larrabee.
Apple tried to save it there.
Okay.
Couldn't do so, as I think he stepped out as he finally gained possession, basically.
Midfield pass for Irvin over him. No, he got it. Isaiah Irvin inside. Not a great pass, and Grenier scoops up that loose ball. Almost lost it there in front as he was.
Whistle against Erskine, I think.
Yeah, Fagioli was right there in front, and the whistle is on Erskine.
A little bit. I think both teams are a little bit confused as to what happened there. I'm not sure, but either way, Northern Maine's got it in their offensive zone.
Yeah, Fagioli in the right corner. Logan Fagioli. Here we go. Fagioli. Out back for Linz. Over to Norton. Norton out to Irvin. 1-0 Erskine Academy. Irvin trying to slip inside. Not an easy thing. Shoots and scores. We heard about him, and what we heard was true. Isaiah Irvin finds an opening after being pinballed around and makes it 1-1.
That is an understatement. He took contact from 2, 3, 4 Erskine Academy defenders there. Just, again, a good cradle and some upper body strength will carry you a long way.
Time of the goal, 10:28. We're even at 1. All right, off the draw here, or on the draw here, Keith Radonis taking it with Simos, and it ends up back to Michael Conley. Conley midfield. Conley spins away from a double. Conley up to Simos. Simos. Slow it down, we're hearing from the sidelines of Northern Maine. That allows everybody to reset, get the right people out there. Simos.
Especially, too, there's only 65 seconds left, so I think you want to slow it down, 1, because you don't have subs. 2, make sure this is the last offensive possession.
Sure. Here's Irvin. Irvin slipped, and
you're going to get a legal pick.
Okay.
Going to set the screen there was Norton, and I think what they got him for, even though the coach accepts pleading, is Norton kind of extended a little bit.
So let's see what Erskine Academy can do with what might be the final possession of the first quarter. Nicholas. Now it's behind the net, and Northern Maine able to scoop it up, and now maybe they get the last possession. Here's Irvin. Irvin at midfield, right side to Norton. Norton over the net and out.
I'm not sure if that was a pass or not. No, they gave him a shot because Northern Maine got the
backup. They're coming away with it. Yep, they're saying it's a shot. Irvin knocked down in front as he was about to shoot it, and now it's cleared out of there, but a whistle, they're going to bring it back.
You see a pass. Irvin's going to take, yeah, he lowered the head a little bit. I thought he slowed up, but I think they're going to get Erskine Academy for that. Kind of a loose ball push is what they're going to call, which is fair because I think the extremity would be calling a actual penalty. But I think he held up a little bit, but he did drop his head.
All right, so it's on the left side now. Michael Conley starts it up. 25 seconds. Out front to Simos. On the right to Irvin. Isaiah Irvin. You want it in his stick. Irvin floats it back behind to Powell. Or check that, not Powell, but Fagioli. Fagioli with 10. Irvin cuts. Catches the pass. Fires. It's over the net. Well, that play worked. It was there.
Tell you what, I got some speed on it.
5 seconds. Simos will start it. Going to have to be quick. And they're going to run out of time. That's the quarter. Good one. Northern Maine answers an early goal by Austin Nicholas on a goal by Isaiah Irvin. We are all tied up at the end of 12 minutes. The score, the Northern Maine Moose 1, the Erskine Academy Eagles 1. You're watching and listening to High School Lacrosse on The Score.
I'm Drew.
I'm Jeremy.
We are JDH3 Designs. We're a Maine family offering laser engraving of just about anything and custom apparel. We love to work with other local businesses as well as people within the community to bring your design ideas to life.
JDH3 Designs. Visit their website at jdh3designs.com and like them on Facebook. JDH3 Designs. They customize just about anything.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Mid-State Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Mid-State Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com, where printing's personal, not puzzling.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, back here at Erskine Academy in South China. And our crew today, it's Ladies' Day on the crew. It's also recent college graduate day with those ladies. So congratulations to Ashley Dunn, your significant other, for graduating from college. Congratulations to Kaylin Lakey for graduating from college. Both here with their diplomas hanging on their backs.
It's funny, at Ashley's commencement, they had a smaller one for social work, which is what she's in. They had the question, who came the furthest for graduation? I think somebody was from California, but I was just thinking that because Kaylin, obviously,
she went to Florida.
Came back. Longest road trip for sure.
Our girls like to go to college way far away from their natural habitat, so to speak, but we're glad to have them on the crew today. Kaylin running our camera. Ashley's doing graphics on the computer.
Who's going to shoot that?
And holy mackerel, what a rush there by Brody Worth with the long stick, and it's 2-1.
That's what Coach always said. If you're going to carry it into the zone, you better shoot or pass it. And usually when it comes to long stick middies defenders, they get the opportunity. They're going to crank one.
That's like a defensive lineman recovering a fumble and scoring a touchdown there.
Oh, yeah. And if you can hear through our broadcast, it's one of the things that will never fail to fire up a team.
Absolutely, it's a real energizer for sure when you see basically a lineman score.
Yeah.
So 2-1, Simos with it now near midfield. 2-1, Northern Maine Moose down. Trying to get something started. They like to go slow. They're going to wait, set it up, and obviously look for Isaiah Irvin, number 2. Back out front to Simos. Trying to find Irvin right now.
I think he's right there. He's subbed out at the moment.
So he's taking a break. Simos, and when you're short on numbers, got to give everybody a blow. Simos out deep. Simos curls around, now reverses, now pushed back. Good job by Erskine Academy there, specifically Caden Cranolis to force him out. Now a good job on the poke there by Ochoa, and the ball out. Picked back up.
Oh, there's your shortage of numbers. That's Northern Maine has a long stick playing offense.
Yeah. Fagioli there is Irvin. So he's back in. Isaiah Irvin with their goal. Isaiah Irvin fires, misses. And Grenier hustles and touches up.
Yeah, nice job there. Irvin, I mean, he's a good demonstration of how important a good cradle is because he's not drawing a shortage of contact there, but you can keep it through a lot of contact.
Sure can. I mean, you can get boxed around, and he did. There's a pickoff at midfield by Conley. Conley saw an opening, knocked out. Excellent defense played by Mitchell.
We'll see what comes of this, but they had an open net. I think you're Conley. You take the chance and hurl it.
Right down Broadway. There's a shot that is easily cradled by Nate Grenier. That is Ethan Retu that you can hear yelling, turn, turn, turn. Now up ahead, here is Crummett. Crummett, pass didn't connect with Temple. Temple has to run it down, and instead it's Simos. Simos to Cole. Cole, the goaltender, a pop-up that on a couple of hops can't be handled at midfield by Riker Forbush. We got a battle for it there. On it now for Erskine Academy is Apple, and they're going to give it to Northern Maine.
He signaled Northern Maine, but they gave it to Erskine.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Yeah. No, you were right. He signaled that way.
All right, so the Eagles with it. Curling up. Nicholas. 9:25 to go first half. 2-1 Erskine Academy. Apple. Apple goes in, misses on the grounder.
I think that wasn't one of those cases. He dropped his eyes a little bit, but he tried to shoot through some contact.
All right, Eagles ball behind the net. Curling around his Temple. Back to the top. Inside is Chase Larrabee. Shoots and scores! Chase Larrabee gives Erskine Academy a 2-goal lead at 3-1. Time of the goal is 2:58. So Erskine Academy has scored 2 after a 1-1 first period. They've scored 2 here in the second.
That was a nice job by Chase. He was going to take that shot, realized the contact was coming, and instead stepped through it and got himself a better shot. Nice bouncer as well.
All right, Simos and Raydonis on the face-off. Simos, a struggle for it there at midfield, and coming out of the pile is Conley. Michael Conley. Down low for Norton. Ball is out of his stick, boxed around there, and they stop play.
Rowdy, switch. Who's got 4?
The coaching staff helping Erskine Academy defenders keep track of Irvin.
Got to keep someone on him at all times. He's to the left now. It's Simos. Way out deep. They work it around out back. Now on the near side to Linz. Now Simos. Irvin is down on the right wing. Norton to Linz to Norton. Norton, there's Irvin with it on a hop. Out back they go. Very deliberate game. It slows the game down. Here's Irvin inside, and he scores. He is the deal.
That kid is good. That kid is very good. I'm surprised, and I'm not sure. There's, I think, a few reasons why, but I'm surprised. Maybe he likes operating from the top half of the box where midfielders generally play, but as arguably their best offensive player, I'm surprised he doesn't play attack. Because attackman, you could generally run with all three all game.
Well, he's attacked the goal enough to score both of their goals, and it's 3-2. He's single-handedly keeping them in the game. Here is Radonis. Good job to break out of the faceoff there. Nicholas now with it. Nicholas to the top. Nicholas reverses, and a shot is wide of the net by Chase Larrabee. Touched up by Temple.
Nice pass.
Side of the net. The shot is blocked. And loose in front and a whistle. Boy, all set up and ready to score there for Erskine Academy. Keith Radonis. And it didn't happen.
That was a heck of a save there by Cole.
Push across.
All right. Moose on the attack. Norton.
Push across.
Up the right. Norton knocked out of his stick. And a whistle. That ball's out on the sideline.
They're going to get Erskine for a push.
All right, Simos. Out back they go. 3-2. In favor of Erskine Academy. Irvin out front. Now to Norton. Norton, near sideline, defended by Parker Studholm.
I think Northern Maine going to get kind of everybody a touch. You're going to see a screen, I think, eventually go to Irvin because they're going to try and get the long pull off of Irvin.
Here's Irvin now. Passes on the right. A shot there from the right side by Conley is stopped by Grenier. Nate had that one firmly in control. And Erskine Academy changes up on the fly, and they're about to go on the offense. Here's Larrabee. Larrabee
nice
lobbed
pass.
it up. Oh, great job to get it through. And the shot driving through by Chase Larrabee is wide. It was a terrific pass to get to Larrabee. Irvin faked a shot. Irvin goes to the right side to Conley. Conley's shot was wide, and they're going to say that that was a pass. And so it's going to go to Erskine Academy. Halfway through the second, 3-2 Erskine Academy.
He hurled that.
That's a long one. And a chase for it. Down the right side, hustling down there, Noah Crummett.
He tried. Couldn't keep his feet in bounds. That's basically there's your hockey equivalent of your stretch pass, Mike. He was trying to catch basically his midi subbing in at the restart.
So icing, so to speak.
To a certain degree.
Yeah. Lacrosse style. Pass up to midfield to Norton. Norton scoops it up. Norton can't get it. We got a whistle. Norton sent reeling there by Alex Ochoa. While we have a chance here. What'd you see?
He did a kip up. I don't know if you can watch. Whoop! Wow. I could never do that. I could never have done that.
All right, quick pass. And
nice pass.
Yeah. And it's
Wide.
A pass intended there for Linz, or was that a shot?
No, he got it up to Linz. Was Linz 3? Sorry, double checking.
No,
Fagioli.
Fagioli.
He got it up to Fagioli. Fagioli missed Cage.
All right, so they'll lay it back.
Timeout.
And we got a timeout. We'll take one, too, with 5:20 to go in the first half. We got a good one going here. Our score from Erskine Academy in South China. Erskine Academy 3, Northern Maine Moose 2. We'll be back on the score after this.
Nokian Tires, available at 201 Tire Battery and Service, Route 201, Vassalboro. Your complete auto center. Mechanics you can trust. Nokian Tires to keep you safe on the road. Plus, 201 Tire Battery and Service is a state inspection station. They have batteries and accessories, including custom battery cables available. And of course, those great Nokian tires. 201 Tire Battery and Service, Route 201, Vassalboro.
I came for a visit and I just fell in love with it.
They just want to see you be you and just excel.
There's a lot of opportunities here.
It really gives me time to figure out what I want to do with my life.
It's a good stepping stone to get to where you want to be.
The tuition is definitely part of what brought me here.
Credits transfer, that's huge, especially for a community college when you're trying to figure out what you want.
CM's the best place. Honestly, it's the best place. You got to be here to experience it.
One more.
Yep.
Raising money for our cause, supporting our neighbors, helping to recognize those that should be recognized, providing educational opportunities, working together to make someone's day just a bit brighter. Our employees enjoy being a part of making our communities a better place to live and work. Skowhegan Savings Bank.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, and our score crew back here live at Erskine Academy in South China after the timeout, 3-2. Erskine Academy in the lead. Isaiah Irvin, both of the goals for Northern Maine. Nicholas, Worth, and Larrabee have scored for Erskine Academy. And the ball put into play, 5:20 to go. And it's a Northern Maine ball in the offensive zone. Worked out back to Fagioli. Now to the top to Forbush. Now to Simos. Colton Simos. Over on the right to Conley. Conley's had a couple of shots on goal. Simos loses it. Midfield, that's going to roll over, and picking it up there for Erskine Academy is Temple. Temple, back now to Cronolis. Cronolis goes in, shoots, and I think Cole got a piece of that.
I think he bounced it out in front. Cole, I don't think it dropped his hands enough. He was still in pass there. It's a good idea there in the unsettled situation.
Well, that's a break, though, for Northern Maine because that was a terrible giveaway at midfield.
Well, yeah, and then their defenders didn't run up, so Erskine just went up there and picked it up clean.
Yeah, I mean, it was an easy play for Cronolis to come up and just pick up that ball sitting right there. Now Irvin has it out deep. 4.5 to go in the first half. 3-2 Erskine Academy. Left side Linz. Linz lobs out back for Fagioli. Fagioli to Linz. On the sideline, he's got Irvin there, just going to almost swap. Now Irvin's going to the net. Linz avoids a defender.
Move.
Nice move there. Shoots it and hit post.
That was
all pipe, baby.
That was a great shot. A nice set of dodge in there. You see him, a little juke action. Nice little sign wider, and he absolutely catches the plumbing.
Pipe is the only reason we are not tied.
That was a heck of a shot.
Sure was. Back out front to Michael Conley. Conley shoved by Ochoa. Conley on the sideline, pass disrupted, but Irvin able to come away with it with 3:40 to go in the first half. Now behind the net, and Grenier comes out and gets possession, throws it up. We got a whistle just as he did.
Jeff, who interfered?
He got an interference, as you can hear the question from the coaching staff.
Okay, thank you.
So Colin Oliphant is who was called for the interference there. And so a change of possession. Boy,
they ran the hidden ball trick.
I missed this completely, which is probably what exactly they wanted.
They ran the hidden ball trick. The problem is it has to restart, I think, where it has to restart. Irvin actually had the ball at the top.
All right. Linz.
Yes, Jenny.
More interpretation on the sidelines here.
Ingenuity's the mother of necessity's the mother of invention.
All right, 3:31 left first half. Connor Linz does have the ball in his stick. Linz fires a shot wide. That was a side saddle shot there that went way wide.
Yeah, so they ran the hidden ball trick. The problem is that the restart has to be the restart. So Erskine was all looking at the restart, and that's not where the ball was.
Exactly. Powell to Linz. Now Fagioli and Linz swap positions. Linz trying to get in front. No way. Oh, pass right there. Open was Norton, but he couldn't get it. Now Irvin does. Irvin fires and scores. That's a hat trick for Isaiah Irvin, and it's 3-3. Somebody told us he could play.
Well, that was the definition of looky what I found, wasn't it?
Accidental offense is the best kind of offense.
Let's say it, and I think that's aided also by the fact Lynn's starting to feel, I think, a little bit more confident. You see him dodge, and he initially created, like you said, what would have been a great opportunity for Norton, but a heads-up play by Irvin to find that, scoop it up, and go top shelf.
So it's Erskine Academy 3 and Isaiah Irvin 3.
He's a good one.
That was a heck of a shot.
We know that there are coaching staffs that watch our broadcasts, like to do it for film and stuff. I think there's a couple collegiate coaches all of a sudden peeking in and be like, number 2 from Northern Maine. We gotta make the long jaunt up to Northern Maine to check him out.
Let's go to Holt.
Yeah.
Here's Simos. Under 3 minutes to go, 2:50. We are tied at 3. Out back to Fagioli. Fagioli. We've got more rules interpretations coming from the official. Something about being 20 yards away from something. Loose ball there as Oliphant had it. Now scooped back up by Michael Conley. Conley over on the near side to Linz. Linz back to the top to Simos. Simos way out deep. Over to Irvin. Look out. Irvin with Ochoa trying to stay on him. He slipped, lost a edge there for a second, gets right back up. Passes, and the shot is fired wide by Linz. Pretty good idea there, trying to get it around Oliphant's screen, and he did, and it was wide near post.
Yeah, based on the sound, I think it caught a piece of Oliphant as he shot it, and that
there
helped
was a little
deflect
tick
it.
there.
Yeah, that's what I was going with, that audio clue, I guess, basically.
205. Good ears. Good ears. Right side Norton.
Well, this offense for Northern Maine has got to be one of the toughest offenses to defend as a high schooler, right? Because it tests your patience to stay locked in.
Simos. Over on the right for Norton. 3-3, Irvin. Marked there by Ochoa. Irvin sizing it up. Takes it out back. Now a hand switch. Now another one.
In a position here where he's kind of running the offense, seemingly, but it looks like Northern Maine not moving a ton.
No, there's not much ball movement. All right, now loops a pass to Linz. To Simos. Simos attacked by Worth. Gets around it. Fires a shot. That's a very easy save there for Nate Grenier. Grenier, midfield. Good pass on the fly. Apple. Apple takes it right in. Apple fires, and it's stopped by Cole.
Not a bad shot. Cole got a piece of that. I think was at Temple. I think backside would have been wide open.
There it is, the shot. That's a save there by Cole off the stick of Larrabee, who's got a goal. Loose ball that is scooped up near side Temple. Temple flips it over on the other side to Nicholas. Nicholas, who's got a goal. Nicholas lobs back out front for Apple. 35 seconds to go in the half. We're tied at 3. Apple trying to take a trip in, and he is called for, what, an elbow?
Ward, yeah, he just gave the chicken wing.
All right, so time here for Northern Maine, 20 seconds. Running it up, a whistle, though, as Conley was about to advance. And I think we've got a timeout. We do. So 23.9 seconds left in the first half, and Erskine Academy And Northern Maine tied at 3, and out of the timeout, Northern Maine will have a chance to set up in the offensive zone.
Yeah, and that's why I think you call it right. With 23 seconds, you're going to draw up your best play here, figure something out, give your guys a little bit of a breather here before you get into action. And, I got to tell you, Mike, this is really interesting. So I think Northern Maine's offensive strategy is twofold. One, obviously, they just don't have the numbers, so they're trying to protect their kids and give them some breather by being run a very slow offense. But the other thing is I think you're seeing what happens when teenagers have to play slow. Can you stay locked in on defense? And then on the other side, can you run your offense efficiently, or do you feel like we haven't touched the ball in a long time? We got to go.
Yes, it is a test of patience, truly.
And I think it's creating some they're not as in sync, right? Erskine Academy, I think that you saw there, Grenier, I think, was going right down the center, and I think it was a decent shot. I wouldn't say it's a bad shot, but he had Temple backside wide open, could have gotten his teammate a point-blank shot, and the goalie would have had to come across the cage. But I think that's just one of the things you just feel like we haven't touched the ball in offense. We got to go. And then it's aided by the fact that Northern Maine has obviously tied the game.
This break in the action gives us a chance to tell you that our broadcast, as always, brought to you by Central Maine Community College. They are more than just a community college. Over 40 academic degrees and certificates, one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Find your passion. Go to cmcc.edu. So let's see what Northern Maine comes up with out of the timeout. They have 23.9 seconds to work with. Going to have the ball just over midfield. It's right in the stick there of Conley, right in front of us.
Let's see. Where's Irvin? Irvin looks like he's going to be on the far wing.
Yep, he's on the right side. All right, Conley. There we go. Conley veers to the right. Little shake and bake. Goes in right in front. Open was Fagioli, and he missed the pass.
That's a great play. I think you used Irvin as a diversion there. Just couldn't complete the pass.
Yep. Irvin was a decoy. And Fagioli flashed open and was right there, past to Grenier. Nate runs it up. Nate, pass, not a good one. It rolls out of bounds off Drake. And a restart here with 4.4. What can they do? Pass in front. The shot just wide of the goal there by Noah Crummett. And that'll run the clock out. So a late opportunity after a turnover by Northern Maine, and Crummett missed. So, halftime here in South China. We are all tied up. Northern Maine Moose 3, Erskine Academy Eagles 3. It is halftime, and we will be back right after this. You're watching Boys High School Lacrosse on the place for local sports, Sports Radio 1160 WSKW. The Score.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
Manchester Motors is your official Coyote tractor dealer. If you work the land, you just got to be a jack-of-all-trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else. Find your Coyote tractor at Manchester Motors, 1031 Western Avenue, Manchester.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. Maybe your existing system is failing or it's a new house lot. You need new installation. Call PJ Diggs. They can bring their site evaluator to design the right septic system. Headed to camp? Ditch the outhouse for a newly installed system. How about a septic system for your campsite? Imagine your own private campground. Already have a septic design? PJ Diggs can install it for you. Call 431-4299. That's 431-4299. At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. 131 Hinkley Road, Canaan.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, and our score crew. The girls on the technical side of things today. Ashley Dunn doing our graphics and computer work, and Kaylin Lakey doing our camera work here today. Glad to have both of them along. And we've got I'm Mike Violet, you're AJ Knight.
That too.
Want to give the props to the ladies, but I think it's safe to say we have a closer game than both you and I thought it was going to be. It's 3-3.
Yeah, I think obviously hard to find a ton of material on the Northern Maine hockey team with the combo teams way up there. And so, you work with what you got, as we say here on Central Maine Sports. And I think they've done a nice job, of putting Erskine Academy in a position to have to play cleanly or play mistake-free, and I think the Eagles have sped themselves up. You talked to the coaching staff ahead of the game, right? And one of the things he said is, when we play great, we're great, and then sometimes we just don't seem to have it. And
that sounds like something Yogi Berra would say. When we play good, we're really good, and when we play bad, we're bad.
But I think like we talked about it, and I don't want to lean into it too much, but I think one of the things with a young team, and obviously we're talking about high school sports, is when you play this sort of patient, methodical, one of the things is, can you stay locked in on defense? And I think Erskine's been not bad. I think Irvin is just that good. But on offense, I think Erskine has allowed themselves to be sped up. I know one of the things the coach was talking to his players about in the last one of the last timeouts before halftime, and then as his defense walked off the field, is we don't need those home run passes that go up to midfield. Just run the clear and get into our offense.
Speaking of offense, a hat trick today for Isaiah Irvin, but Austin Nicholas scored first in this game for Erskine Academy at 7:03. Eagles led there 1-0. Just over 3 minutes later, Isaiah Irvin scored his first of 3, 1-1 at the end of one. Brody Worth, playing defense, long stick, ran it up and scored. Gave Erskine Academy a 2-1 lead. Eagles extended it to a 2-goal lead. Chase Larrabee scored to make it 3-1, 44 seconds and 2:58 the time of those goals. But Isaiah Irvin came back and scored the last two of the first half. First one at 4 minutes, second one at 8:58, tied this thing at 3 as we go to the second half. As someone once said, it's anybody's game.
Yeah, and I think that's the other thing too, right? With Northern Maine, right? I think when you talk about their numbers, the last thing you want to do is get into a sprinting contest. I would imagine same reason, right? A shootout is not going to favor you. And so a low-scoring game is one of the, I think, crucial elements when it comes to what does it look like for a Northern Maine win. It's got to be low-scoring. We want to make it a little bit of a grinder. And maybe we have that effect on the Erskine Academy boys lacrosse team, because when we were here against a Gardner team, both these teams have good talent. That Gardner team is one of the ones that everybody said keep an eye on in Central Maine. It was 6-2 was the final score.
Yeah, Erskine Academy played them really tough, and I know the coaching staff for Erskine Academy very pleased with the effort in that game against a very good Gardner team. Didn't get much offense going, but again, that's more attributed, I think, to the Gardner defense. It was just one of those games where you knew after the first 5 minutes or so it was going to be a low-scoring game.
To that point, too, the other one of the other areas I think you got to get a lot of credit to Northern Maine is one of the things that would compound their situation, right, being a second-year program, very young numbers, no penalties. That is always good.
Exactly. You don't want to have the other guys playing a man up with a lack of numbers like that. Coming up on Monday, baseball. Winslow will be at Coney, 4 o'clock. The entire score schedule is at centralmainsports.com. That's centralmainsports.com, where you can also find the vault.
Wasn't that the one that changed? I can't remember.
Oh, is it the other way around? Coney at Winslow?
I can't remember. Now I'm questioning myself.
I'm looking at the schedule on centralmainsports.com.
Okay, then that's probably true.
All right, so it's Winslow at Coney, Monday baseball at 4 o'clock. That schedule, correct, we think, is at centralmainsports.com.
You'll find out Monday for sure.
As are all of our games. When you go to centralmainsports.com, click on the vault, you'll find them all there. They are also on our YouTube channel. On YouTube, we are at Central Maine Sports. Erskine Academy 3, Northern Maine 3, second half action. Boys lacrosse, it's next on the Score.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
If you have been looking or wanting a complete heating, cooling, and plumbing contractor for residential or commercial all under one roof, Maine Preventative Maintenance is the only number you'll need. Maine Preventative Maintenance is also a registered and recommended heat pump installer with Efficiency of Maine. You may even be eligible for financing through Efficiency of Maine. Emergencies always happen at the most inconvenient times. Don't put it off any longer. Don't wait until something happens. Call Maine Preventative Maintenance today for peace of mind. Maine Preventative Maintenance, 465-4505, 465-4505.
Dixon's Country Market on the Neck Road, Benton has it all. Sunoco gas and 24-hour diesel, plus a jam-packed store with what you need to grab and go. And so much succulent food. Huge sandwiches, delicious wraps, and hand-tossed fresh dough-loaded pizza. They have drinks, snacks, fresh meat and cheese in their deli counter, plus local Lively's products that won't cost you a lot of money. And remember those whoopie pies? Delightful, delicious Dixon's Country Market in Benton, supporting local high school sports.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257, 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Over 40 academic degrees and programs recognized as some of the best in the United States. Nursing, criminal justice, forensic, psychology, IT, education, culinary arts, and so much more. Offering one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Plus, a top-seeded national champion producing athletics department. Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Find your passion. Go to cmcc.edu.
We have created
our own drink company.
the fastest growing sports drink in history.
We will run! We will run! Ladies and gentlemen, we go.
The monkey has prime!
This season, we are hydrated.
The official sports drink of the UFC. It's time!
Oh, that's good.
Distributed by Valley Beverage of Lewiston. All right, we're ready for second half action. Face-off about to take place at midfield. Out there for Erskine Academy, Keith Radonis. Out there for the Northern Maine Moose, I think that's Logan Fagioli. When he turns a little bit, I will confirm or not. To our left, it's Cole in goal. To our right, it's Grenier in goal. We are 3-3. As we go to the second half, that's actually Adrian Norton on the face-off. One eventually ends up to Norton. And the Moose start out playing offense. Here's Simos.
Tried to get it to Irva, but threw it too low.
Yep, too low. And on the attack now, Erskine Academy. You got a 4 on your roster for Erskine Academy?
Oh, that's going to be a whistle. I do not. I have 2 2s, but no, I don't have a 4.
Yeah, I actually have 3 2s on my roster.
Oh, that's right. There were 3 twos.
Yeah, there were all those twos.
One of them was JV.
Hey, guys, who's number 4 for you?
Studholm. Gabe Studholm.
Okay. So Studholm is wearing 4. That's Gabe.
Oh, that's one of my 2s.
Yep. This is the instance where a 2 turns into a 4, and the ball, possession-wise, goes to Erskine Academy. Now that we got the lineups all straight, thank you, Coach. Got a new roster here. I think we're all set. Midfield with possession now. It's Riker for Bush. Erskine Academy looking to set up, and a shot whizzed wide from the left side there by number 4, Connor Linz for Northern Maine. That thing was moving.
I'm surprised they gave back up there to Erskine because nobody moved. Irvin chased it. The ball, I think, was comfortably out of bounds because that thing was hauling.
All right, loose pass. Simos over there, and
heads up play. He just let it go out of bounds.
He just let it go, kind of veered off the Erskine Academy player, and it's a Northern Maine ball in the middle for Bush. For Bush going to wait. Up top now to Norton. Now to Simos. Where is Irvin? He's on the right wing. Simos over to Linz. Linz to Norton. 3-3 early here in the third. Right side Conley. Now Irvin. Isaiah Irvin's got all 3 of their goals to Logan Fagioli. Fagioli to Irvin. Irvin to the front to Norton. Not a good pass. Not handled. Scooped up there by Brody Worth, who's played a strong game for Erskine Academy on defense. Here's Studholm. This is Parker Studholm. Studholm knocked out, and that's going to be an elbow on Erskine.
No, he checked him. That's what I'm saying. He knocked it out of bounds off Erskine.
All right.
What
good handle there by Irvin. Look at that. A little bit of athleticism there. Up to Simos. Simos being whacked at by Oliphant. Now to Irvin. 2.5 minutes into the second half. 3-3. Irvin and Norton will swap positions.
I think Northern Maine probably content here to grind this one back down a little bit because we had a bunch of turnovers and sort of back-to-back transition.
Slow it down. You don't want to get into a track meet with Erskine Academy with the numbers being what they are. Linz playing keep away over there.
Yeah, I was going to say that late whistle there, but Linz absolutely with the ward.
Yep.
That one of the easiest calls I think these refs will ever get to make.
No warding, please. Oliphant throws it up, and I think he threw it away. He did.
He threw it, and it was a nice job. There was a check there by Northern Maine to knock the stick down. Simos got a check there, and it knocked it down, so it just went out.
All right, on a hop there, Irvin got it, but it ended up being scooped up by Grenier. I'm not sure if Irvin did that deliberately.
He got hit, and it just sort of rolled. It basically rolled to Grenier is what happened. He just didn't get anything on it.
Oliphant, that deflects off the stick of Ochoa, goes out.
Ooh, that poor fan.
Yes. By the way, the folks here in South China, they represent.
Yeah, no, we were talking about it before the game. It's just every time we're here, doesn't matter what we're here for, that far sideline is pretty crowded. So shout out to them.
This is the center of the known universe today in South China. Good block and a steal. And now a hit there after the steal by Apple. And back comes Northern Maine. Up top, it's Norton. Norton Linz, and he threw it wide.
Again, Linz, I think, starting that second quarter, started to find a little confidence and felt comfortable. He's got a nice side shot when he drops his arm angle down. He just doesn't have it locked in on goal.
All right, 8:25 left in the third. Conley, deep to Fagioli. Fagioli, looking it over. Fagioli goes to Linz. Knocked out of his stick. Scooped up. Still loose. Now scooping it up again. Temple. Temple to Mitchell. A real fight for it over there.
That's what getting a little backyard, isn't it?
Sure is. A whack at it there by Luke Mitchell, and the ball, I believe, rolls out.
Who's it finally off? I think you're going to
say
Erskine.
It's off Erskine, yeah. So Logan Fagioli will start it up.
How about that? It was 1-1 after one. Erskine, I thought, like you said, dominated the time of possession. Northern Maine doing a nice job in their rides. A couple of Erskine, I think, mistakes as well, but Really controlling the possession here in this third.
Norton to Irvin. Irvin with Worth on him. Irvin fakes, goes in, and shoots it. Did that get pipe?
I believe so. Norton's got it.
I think it did. And now a shot and an easy save there off the stick of Norton by Nate Grenier. But Isaiah Irvin almost had number 4. That hit pipe. That was a great move again.
Yeah, it was a good shot. Norton, I think, shot ended up being wide, though. I like the idea of trying to shoot a rebound.
All right, here's Studholm. Studholm knocks down Norton, who just got a face full of grass there as he got knocked down. Loose ball midfield, hustling back for Erskine Academy is Larrabee. Instead, it's scooped up by Ochoa. Alex Ochoa. Long stick. Alex Ochoa scores!
Long pole's doing it offensively
Yes,
for Erskine
sir.
Academy today. That would not only that, he threw a couple dodges in there, got a roll, keeping that power cradle, turn around and crank it.
That's the second long pole goal of the day for Erskine Academy. Eagles 4, Moose 3. Comes at 5:11. So Alex Ochoa and Brady Worth with the long sticks have scored today.
The substitution or change, I guess, lineup changes. Irvin for Northern Maine is playing offense, so he's just not going to come off the field. One of the things I thought about as I asked that, I wonder why he doesn't do that, is if you don't have him in the midfield, he can't help in transition.
All right, here's Keith Radonis. Radonis tripled. Back outside. Now he's going to try it again.
He is absolutely cradling like a madman with his hands down low.
He sure is. Out back to Nicholas. Now on the side to Larrabee. Larrabee out front to Jackson Pelot. Pelot lays it over to Apple.
Nice
Emmett
check.
Apple knocked out of his stick. Good check indeed by Simos. Loose. Scrap for it and picking it up there. Apple. Down low, turning, shooting, and Nicholas is denied. Austin Nicholas had a great opportunity. Point blank, he couldn't have been more than 10 feet away. Loose ball, a scrap. Still loose. And Erskine Academy stays with it. Austin Nicholas, a pass and a lot of contact inside, knocked down Radonis. He also lost his stick, and the Moose come away with it. Real physicality here. Midfield. Luke Mitchell keeps it alive, and Erskine Academy right back at it. The Eagles with some energy here, and a violation called on them. It's going to go to the Moose. Alex Ochoa broke the tie, and it's 4-3.
Wow.
What'd you do when we got an explanation there from Larrabee? I couldn't quite hear what it was. Loose ball scooped up by Brody Worth. Brody tripped up.
Nice pick ground ball by Ochoa.
Sure was. Ochoa knocked out of his stick, but he passed it over before that, and a shot he kind of fanned on it. Emmett Apple. That kind of rolled off his stick before he fired it.
Yeah, for Apple there, you want to keep your base planted. And he kind of
not your face, but your base.
Yeah, your base. And so he kind of left his feet on that one, and I think it affects the accuracy.
5:06 to go, third. It is 4-3 Erskine Academy. Ochoa broke the tie. Behind the net, Gage Folsom trying to find some open space. Gets it up real quick.
Irvin midi back there so he can go help him in transition.
Norton with it. Check that Irvin with it up top. Irvin.
Yeah, going to get a box touch here to reset the timer.
Offside?
Yeah, confusion there. So Irvin's an attackman, so he's not playing midfield. The midfielder that was back, I think, got confused and ran forward, and that's what happens.
Boy, these are the intricacies that I'm glad you're here to explain.
Unfortunately there, I think Larrabee didn't see that one coming, and it goes out of bounds.
Back to Northern Maine it goes. 4:39 to go in the third. 4-3 Erskine Academy. All 3 goals by the Moose, scored by Isaiah Irvin.
He's got a piece of plumbing, too, along with Lynn.
Yes, yep. And that pass misses Irvin, and it's scooped up by, what a great steal back by Irvin. Irvin lays it over to Norton. Norton's side of the net. The pass didn't connect, intended there for Fagioli.
I'm just going to show this quick snag.
Sure.
He just plucks that out of the air.
Man, he is the real deal.
Well, tell me if I'm wrong, Mike. Obviously, you have a lot more experience with hockey and me with lacrosse. But obviously, the best players, when you have equipment like hockey players, it's an extension of yourself. And Irvin, I think, super comfortable. We've seen him make just crazy one-handed catches all afternoon.
Yeah, there are athletes who are built for the sports that they play, and Isaiah Irvin is a lacrosse player. He's just got all of the natural instinct and skill. That's out on the far side.
The other thing, too, is you talk about his length. In lacrosse, one of those things, it's the torque in the arms. Right? You can just crank that thing.
All right, Pilat with it. Pilat beats his man. Pilat jump step, shoots, and it's blocked. Great move by Jackson Pilat, the sophomore. Now the shot got blocked. Back in the other direction. Here comes Northern Maine. It's Conley. Stolen, though, by Erskine Academy. Pass deflects off the stick there of Crummett. Loose. Pilat in a tussle for it there with Irvin. Irvin does a good job to play it on the ground to himself. Then he lost it. Irvin jumps back and now scoops. Isaiah Irvin fakes. Isaiah Irvin. Pass over the head of Linz, and that's going to go out. No, it didn't.
Grass slowed it down.
Yep.
Yeah, there it goes.
All right, now it's out.
Just want to take a look at that last shot. That was a heck of a swim dodge. Like you said, jump. To see a big swim dodge here by Pilat. And they actually didn't get that on cage as he cranked it back, came out of the back.
Yep.
But that was a heck of a dodge.
You know, on the fly in real time, it's so hard to see just what happened there. I thought it did get out of his stick.
Regardless, it was a heck of an individual effort to free himself up.
Sure was. Kind of a combo jump and swim at the same time.
And you see the change here as I think realizing they need him in transition. Irvin's gone back to being a midfielder for Northern Maine.
All right, Apple up top for Tayson Pilat. Pilat on the
Chase, get open!
side to Apple. Apple out back. Over to Nicholas. Nicholas cutting in front. Chase shoots and scores! Chase Larrabee. His second of the game. It's 5-3 Erskine Academy.
Jump there to increase his angle. Nice little two-man game. The players standing next to us were shouting because Larrabee had a short stick on him and just a little screen and roll, basically.
Time of the goal, 9:18. Erskine Academy with the only goals of the half, and they lead at 5-3. They had a 2-goal lead in the first half, 2-goal lead now. Let's see if there's an answer in Northern Maine.
That Larrabee's second goal as well.
Simos and Radonis on the draw. Simos, clean win. Simos fires it, and it's wide.
It took some contact there, too. I think that knocked the shot off. But it's what a good face-off man can do for you. You can create instant offense.
Keith Radonis did that right there. Curling in front, shooting and scoring. Austin Nicholas. And Erskine Academy is on a roll.
Nice job by Nicholas. Just gets the restart, beats his man one-on-one to the cage, gets to the front side, and if you're Cole, kind of tough. You're guessing a little bit there, trying to figure out where you're going to put the stick to try and stop that one.
So for the first time in the game, Erskine Academy with a 3-goal lead.
Give Nicholas his second goal.
Let's see if there's an answer. I say again, after a goal, by the way, 10 seconds after the goal that made it 5-3 by Chase Larrabee. Erskine Academy playing fast. All right, Simos. Right side to Irvin. Isaiah Irvin, certified star for sure.
You'll need him to get going here. The problem is, this is, I think, the issue for this team, right? You get this deficit, and you want to go fast, but they just don't have the numbers to just run.
Conley. Irvin. Irvin knocked out of his stick. Irvin loose. Boy, look at him grab that with one hand. He didn't get it, though.
Well, that was a nice job. He tried to do kind of a drop swing dodge, and Ochoa, smart play. I'm not going to watch your stick. I'm just going to check your body.
Yeah, here's Irvin. Irvin. Simos knocked away.
That's a good look, but nice defensive reaction there.
Yeah, Colton Simos, that was a tough pass to try to thread through, and it did not work. Fagioli, hard work behind the net. Scooping it up, though, Simos. On the other side to Irvin. Irvin to Linz. Couple of bounces. Connor Linz. Back to Irvin. Irvin back out front for Conley. 6-3 Erskine Academy. Conley has an opening, and the shot not much on it, a bouncer, and there is Nate Grenier.
Heads up play by Grenier to come out and get that, because lurking was Irvin, who was trying to track that down.
Pass to midfield, Cranolis. It bounces high into the air, right into the basket of Nicholas.
That was a heck of a deflection.
Austin Nicholas to the middle. Spins. Nicholas goes in. Nicholas tries to shoot. It's blocked. It ends up rolling on the goalkeeper, Dawson Cole. Conley. Midfield pass. Didn't connect. Missing it, though, there for Erskine Academy was Oliphant. It's Linz picking it up, and he whizzed one wide.
Linz has got some good velocity on his shot, but he's gonna have to work some on the accuracy. There again, in an unsettled situation, you better make sure you can put it on cage in there. No backup, so Erskine gets the possession right back.
37 seconds left in the period. Pilot. Jackson Pilot hustles it up. 25 seconds. Scrum for it there. Pilot comes away with it, shoots and scores! Jackson Pilot picked up that loose ball after Erskine Academy kind of fumbled it around, and he scores, beating Dawson Cole, and it's 7-3. An explosion in the third by the Eagles.
Looky what I found.
Accidental offense sometimes is the best kind of offense.
And I think, in all honesty, he surprised Cole a little bit.
We've got a penalty called here on Michael Conley, perhaps?
No, Linz, right? He said black. I think he said black 4.
Okay. Yep, it is. It's Connor Linz. Unnecessary roughness was the call. So man up here for Erskine Academy. For a minute, there are only 15 seconds left in the quarter. And Northern Maine, the end of the quarter can't come fast enough. Try to catch their breath.
Ref got to go collect his flag. A little bit confused because Pilot on offense, I'm not sure how he drew that penalty, in all honesty. I missed it.
All right, Norton and Radonis on the faceoff, 15 seconds left. Radonis left it there. Brody Worth. Worth, good pass on the breakout. Larrabee gets it in. Shot is a bouncer, went wide.
So that's your fast break. So Erskine, I think, will just, it's only 2 seconds. You're just going to sit. Oh, did they give it to Northern Maine?
I think so.
Oh, that's a big deal.
Yep, big break.
Yeah, because Erskine, you hold on to it, you start with possession.
And there's the quarter, and an explosion by Erskine Academy in the third. They score 4. Ochoa, Larrabee, Nicholas, and Pilot. And a 4-goal lead for the Eagles after 3. Our score, Erskine Academy 7, Northern Maine Moose 3. You're watching and listening to Boys High School Lacrosse on the place for local sports, The Score.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Spring is the season of rejuvenation and the perfect time to revitalize your home with Renewal by Andersen. Our spring savings event is only once a year. Call Renewal by Andersen to schedule your free window diagnosis and take advantage of this incredible limited time offer. We've installed over 4 million windows, earning us 4.7 stars in customer satisfaction. Call the number below or visit us online today. And remember, call now because these great savings end soon.
The better way to a better window. Renewal by Andersen.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight back here in South China at Erskine Academy. 7-3 Eagles over the Northern Maine Moose here at the end of 3. And I think aside from the offensive explosion of scoring 4 times, shutting down Isaiah Irvin, a major key in that third.
Which is surprising. Kind of felt, credit Erskine. I thought Ochoa did a really nice job defensively, especially in the back half of the third quarter. I think Northern Maine did not help their own cause. I think they kind of went away from him and did not benefit them. And then obviously Erskine found some rhythm. Big, not a mistake, but Erskine Academy, I think if you had a chance to take a shot, you take the shot, which was good at the end of the third. The problem is when you don't maintain possession, you got to have a face-off, as opposed to if you hang on to it with a penalty going into the quarter, you just start with it.
All right, Norton and Radonis on the face-off. 7-3, Erskine Academy in front.
That being said, Radonis has been on quite a streak here as a face-off man.
Ochoa with it. He's got a goal today. Alex Ochoa. He's going to fire. Nope. You're going to fake. Ochoa, pinballed around, shoots and scores!
He gets some legit shot fakes in there.
Alex Ochoa with the long pole, his second of the game. It's 8-3.
It's ironic enough, I think, because Mike and I, in the commercial break there between quarters, we're having a discussion, all right, going to the final quarter. Who do we consider for the player of the game? And Ochoa says, why not me?
I'm in the running. I am in the running. So Ochoa has 2. Irvin, as we mentioned, has a hat trick. Larrabee has 2 as well. So we have several contenders.
And I believe, was that still man up? I don't remember. I'm going to, huh?
Yes.
It was. Okay, so they're 1 for 1 for man up as well.
So let me put that down. Man up goal. First of the game. It's the only penalty we've had.
Yeah.
So far. Of course, that comes right after we mentioned that Northern Maine hadn't committed any penalties, and of course then they go and commit a penalty. It's like clockwork. Shot by Apple is a bouncer. Went wide of Cole. Erskine Academy retains it. Shuffling continues. They get the right people in.
Yeah, subbing in there. Face-off middies in off for their offensive middies.
All right, out back, Braden Temple. To Nicholas. Nicholas makes a move. Nicholas
nice
knocked out.
Check.
Great play there by Simos. Or check that was 95 Gage Folsom.
Yeah, Folsom got caught there with this. He used the stick to try and keep the offensive player at distance, but a nice job with the trail check. Whistle going to go against Northern Maine, but he bailed himself out there.
Here's Studholm. Parker Studholm. Studholm.
Now Larrabee, they're calling out Larrabee because he's got Norton on him. He's got the short stick matchup, but they're face guarding him.
DeAndre Marable in the game, 19 for Erskine Academy. A fake, now out back. A turn, kind of a jump shot there from a bad angle by Temple. Wide.
Yeah, he got checked as well, so he just couldn't follow through with it.
Erskine Academy ball behind the net. They lead it here, 8-3. 3-3 game at halftime, and cutting inside Larrabee. Larrabee missed. 5 goals in the second half, 4 in the third, 1 here in the fourth. They've blown this thing wide open.
Erskine Academy, I think now, to your point about the score, content to run a...
Yeah.
Oh boy, he might have stepped in the crease.
Yeah, Larrabee.
Yeah, Apple got called. I think he ended up stepping in the crease. But, yeah, I think Erskine Academy content to let the air out of the ball a little bit, too.
Yeah, take some time off the clock here. You're cruising. You've got an 8-3 lead, so you're going to work it a little bit. Shorten the game.
Northern Maine got to find number 2. He's going to get his midi back so he can come up into the midfield. He's going to sail right by him.
Pass not even close. Ochoa.
That's another good ground ball. Ochoa's having a great second half.
Oh, great pass up now to Nicholas. Nicholas way over the net.
Yeah, that'll be a penalty. It couldn't see it. I think we got blocked, but and you definitely couldn't see it. But Forbush absolutely clocked Nicholas after the play. Yep.
Okay. You can hear it right there. Riker Forbush.
Absolutely clocked him.
So after Erskine Academy scored a man up, they are a man up again as Forbush called for the unnecessary roughness. Out front, it's Marable.
Erskine started a man down themselves. They finally got the last sub in.
Apple. Out back to Temple. In the middle, firing it there, and a save is made by Cole. I'm not sure if that was going to be wide off the stick of DeAndre Marable.
I think it was. It was a good look, just didn't place it well.
Pass out back to Dawson Cole. Throws a pop-up to midfield. Tough handle there, but a good job by Fagioli. Fagioli whistle. Timeout. Timeout of the field. We'll take one, too. 9:07 to go in this one. Erskine Academy in command. The score, Eagles 8 and Northern Maine 3. You're watching and listening to Boys High School Lacrosse on The Score.
I'm Drew.
I'm Jeremy.
We are JDH3 Designs. We're a Maine family offering laser engraving of just about anything and custom apparel. We love to work with other local businesses as well as people within the community to bring your design ideas to life.
JDH3 Designs. Visit their website at jdh3designs.com and like them on Facebook. JDH3 Designs. They customize just about anything.
Looking to be.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, and our score crew, which today consists of Kaylin Lakey on camera, Ashley Dunn on our graphics, and working the computer today. 9:07 to go in this one. Erskine Academy in charge. They lead it 8-3.
Yeah, Northern Maine taking that timeout because I believe we'll see if Forbush is still down on one knee, but I'm going to guess they're still man down, so maybe give his team a breather and then talk about how they want to try and waste this clock. The other thing, actually, now that I say that, is with the timeout, you get to pick who restarts it. And so, obviously, you know who's going to go grab it for Northern Maine with the restart.
Yes, sir. I believe he would be wearing number 2.
Yes, he is.
And Isaiah Irvin at midfield right now. Still a man up is Erskine Academy with Forbush called for the penalty.
He gets the box touch there, right? So they can tell the refs call any sort of warning. They're good to keep it, and I think they're going to just play keep away.
Defense push out. That was the command.
Yeah, they have an extra defender, so what you're supposed to do is double team the ball.
Eric Retu or Ethan.
Nice
Retu,
snag by Ochoa.
Here is Ochoa, who's having a half. It's knocked out of his stick and right into Irvin's.
Unsettled.
Irvin, good lead for Simos, but it's over his head. A race, and Simos wins it. Kicked it back, but Erskine Academy might be able to come up with it. Hustling down there, Gabe Studholm, and Studholm rolling it up the sidelines, kept it alive for a while. Now for Northern Maine, it's Conley.
And the penalty's expired.
Man up is over. Forbush with it right now, who is in the box. To Linz, back to Forbush. 8-3. Time not an ally of Northern Maine here. Knocked down on the play by
that push in the back.
Oliphant was Linz.
The push in the back is going to keep it with Northern Maine.
So the Moose keep it.
They got to find Irvin.
Off the bench, Norton. Norton, there's Irvin with it now. Norton, stutter stepping, water bugging all over the place, and way high with the shot. He made his moves, but the shot high.
Contact there, forced it high. Ochoa's done a great job on him in the second half.
He's had a great half.
Yeah, he's got a couple big ground balls. Of course, it helps too. Longstick scored 2 goals. Mike, look out!
I almost made a play. That's an error on me. Now, granted, I had to move quickly there, but that's still an error on me. In my defense, though, after it hit my hand, I almost got it with my elbow and squeezed.
That was a heck of an effort regardless. You knocked it down. That's what matters.
Knocked it down, but I couldn't keep it in front of me to make a play. 7:25 left, 8-3 Erskine Academy.
Worth noting, Ochoa not on. He gives it up. It's worth, I believe, right now on Irvin.
Yeah. Fagioli out front to Simos. Colton Simos.
Nice check.
Knocked out. Good check indeed. Scooped up by Oliphant. No. Now trying to snag it for Erskine Academy.
Show another ground ball.
Yep, there
Just
he goes.
Sucking him up.
Ochoa. Right side lead pass for Temple. Temple goes in and he missed.
That was Ochoa threw a little pass fake in there. He is having a heck of a second half.
All right, 6:45 to go. And Northern Maine has not scored a goal since the 8:58 mark of the first half, and nobody else other than Isaiah Irvin has scored a goal. At midfield, Conley.
And Ochoa back to spotting up Irvin. Oh, shout out as well as they get into their offensive possession. Did not give him his credit. Crawlins played excellent midfield, short stick midfield defense that last possession. He was the one that knocked it loose.
Irvin behind the net. Irvin, turnaround shot wide. And it goes to Erskine Academy.
I think he needed to come just a step further. Problem is that Erskine, of course, is going to slide early on him, and then you see a little bit of the inexperience, I think, for a new program is if your guy from X is going to come face up, somebody's got to replace him to get the shot back up.
All right. Under 6 minutes to go. Right down Broadway. Larrabee and a save by Cole.
Larrabee was right there on the doorstep. Cole had a nice second half. Credit to him as well.
Temple. Back out for Nicholas. Austin Nicholas. Sizing it up. Throws it, and it's wide.
I don't think that's the shot right there from the box, which I think is about 20 yards out. And especially there, they get Cole, nice job, gets the backup, so it's essentially almost a turnover.
Lob up to midfield. Norton trying to run it down. Norton fighting for it there with Nicholas. Norton comes away with it. Nicholas all over him. Nicholas checks him. And Norton breaks away. Norton knocked out of his stick there. Guess who? Alex Ochoa again. Man, he has had a half.
Called his name a ton.
Yep. He might have just angled into being the clubhouse leader.
He had a really nice pass. I think should have been an assist.
Larrabee takes it down. Thank you. Nice crowd control there by Brody Worth for us. Thank you, Brody. He's scoring goals and controlling the crowd all at the same time. Is there anything he can't do? Temple. Out back. Temple trying to weave up. Can't. Temple lays it over for Nicholas.
I was going to say, while Worth was working crowd control for you, I think that was a heads-up play by Larrabee. Right, you're up 5, and as opposed to forcing it, kind of run back and run some offense.
Now here's Pilot, who's got a goal. When he's been out there today, he's been effective. Jackson Pilot, the sophomore, with 4:20 left. Over on the right side for Apple. Apple lobs it out back. There is Larrabee. Larrabee to the cutter, Pilot, and the pass didn't connect. Simo swipes at it. Norton tries to pick it up. Ball loose, and it's going to get scooped up by Conley. Yes.
There's a chance in transition. You got a 4-on-3 if you can go.
Oh, Irvin there, and the pass was too high. Isaiah Irvin. Not enough ups to get that one.
Yeah, he tried to rush it, and that check as well didn't help. Overthrows Irvin, which is saying something too.
All right, here comes Erskine Academy. 3:40 left. Eagles in firm control, leading here 8-3. Alex Ochoa. Ochoa to the middle. Looking to get a hat trick.
He's going back.
Right side, Apple.
He wanted to give him go so bad.
That's what he was looking for. All right.
He's a little slow to get out of the middle. He's going to stay out there.
Marable, we got a flag as Marable had it over in the corner.
Maybe I'm going to guess slash. Here's Ochoa.
Here's Ochoa. Ochoa fires, and he missed. Looking for the Hattie, and he missed.
That maybe not the best shot, but with the delayed penalty.
Alex Ochoa, we got a hold
on Irvin.
So Isaiah Irvin out, and that hurts. So man up here, Erskine Academy with 3:09 to go.
Erskine Academy to this point 1 for 2 on their man up. All of them here in the second half.
Yeah, it was Ochoa who scored.
Yes.
Nicholas, he's got a goal. To Crummett. Crummett shoots, misses. Low shot to the right of goalkeeper Dawson Cole. That one is fired wide from the left side by Austin Nicholas.
Erskine is man up. I don't think this is a good time. I mean, you're up 5, but not a good time to start testing your range shots. You're up an extra guy. Move the defense.
Okay, Coach. Pilot. The coach thought I was actually talking to him.
Sorry.
I wasn't talking to you, but I'm glad you're listening, though, Coach. Here's one. Shot. Nice save there off the stick of Austin Nicholas, and Cole got down low to make that one.
Oh, look at Irvin with the delivery boy carry.
Irvin up to Simo. Simo shot saved by Nate Grenier. What did you call that? A delivery boy carry?
Yeah, and so in high school long poles, they tell you, because when you carry, you can't obviously cover the ends of it, right? So sometimes they'll carry it out in front of them to protect it with their body, especially if someone's trailing you. And my coaches...
That one is wide. Great shot by Irvin.
The coaches used to said delivery boy carries, like he's carrying a pizza.
Okay.
Running it to the spot.
All right. That's some new lacrosse lingo for me.
I got you. Nice pass.
Got to get a command of the language and a jump shot wide by Simos.
That's a great pass. Grenier coming out and wanting some of that smoke, too, coming out with the check.
$1.50 left. Erskine Academy has shut out Northern Maine here in the second half. Here's Irvin. Irvin trying to change that. Shoots, and a save by Grenier. Grenier stayed with that all the way. Now we've got a penalty on Irvin after the play.
No,
just a violation.
It's on Ochoa.
Oh, it's on Ochoa. Okay.
Yeah. He got, I think, helmet contact as Irvin went by him.
So Ochoa out with 1:41 to go. All right, on the restart, here's Northern Maine. Norton to Conley to Irvin. Irvin with all 3 of the Northern Maine Moose goals. Like to get one more for the road here. Pass by Simos, and Irvin puts both hands on his head. His mistake. Today's game brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner is Hammond Lumber. Find them online, hammondlumber.com. 22 locations. Wow! Great play there by Irvin as he was going out of bounds. A no-look back shot or pass to a teammate to keep it in play. That was cool.
Yeah, and not only that, it salvaged. I think it salvaged their man up.
Yeah.
Chase, box and 1, you're in the middle.
You heard it. Box and 1, you're the middle.
Yep, 6 on 5. Nice defense.
Lynn's pass wide of Norton. Norton and Brody Worth, our crowd control expert, going at it. Now Conley, 45 seconds left. Conley deep to Norton, trying to get it to the cutter there. Simos didn't connect, and Worth picks it up. Brody got it out to center. Trying to scoop it there is Conley.
Another flag. I missed it as we had the substitutions running in front of us. Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
What did he do? I didn't see it.
Yeah, I'll run it for you one more time. But he just, if you watch, he's going to crank back here. He's going to not only crank back there and hit him low, right on the shin.
So. Woo.
Yeah, it's the crank back and the low hit.
So Brody's out for the game. 30 seconds to go. A 2-minute penalty. That's the first time I've ever seen that called.
A little bit of ramifications for what refs deemed unnecessary.
Yes. All right, on the restart here. Irvin over to Norton. Norton out back to Linz. Simos to Norton or to Irvin. Rolls out of his stick. Norton trying to get it. Ochoa, nice dodge.
There's the flag.
He took one to the face there. The flag is out. There's only 5 seconds left in the game.
Ochoa just going to touch up and run the clock out.
Yep, that's all he needs to do. And Alex Ochoa, who had a strong second half, fittingly runs the clock out. And that is it. Erskine Academy with a blitzkrieg in the second half. 5 goals for the Eagles, and they win it. Final score in this one, Erskine Academy Eagles 8, Northern Maine Moose 3. Our postgame show and our score player of the game up next on The Score.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Midstate Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Midstate Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com, where printing's personal, not puzzling.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight back here post-game at Erskine Academy in South China. Great second half by the Erskine Academy Eagles. They score 5 unanswered goals and win it by a score of 8-3. First half, though, nip and tuck all the way. Nicholas for Erskine Academy, Irvin for Northern Maine in the first period, 1-1 after 1. In the second period, Eagles took a 2-goal lead early. Worth and Larrabee scored goals, 3-1. But Irvin came back and scored twice after that. One at 4 minutes, one at 8:58, tied at 3, and I think very clearly the Moose ran out of gas in the second half. 5 goals by Erskine Academy: Ochoa, Larrabee, Nicholas, Pilot, and then Ochoa as the final goal scorer of the game with a man up. And Alex Ochoa, who had a great second half, is our score player of the game.
Yeah, I think Northern Maine, right, you talk about it, they just don't have enough subs to run, even what bare minimum would be, which is you need, obviously, your starting 11, your goalie, your 3 attack, your 3 DDs, your 3 middies. And then you would at least like to have 2 lines of midfielders because they run back and forth. They play offense and defense. And obviously then you get a little bit higher up. You've got your D middies, your O middies, as you can possibly see. And we talked about here with Erskine Academy, they absolutely do. So I think a little bit of that. But the other part of it is, Mike, Irvin was spectacular in the first half. And I think we got to give credit to Ochoa, who marked up him a lot in the second half, and is a big reason he's also the player of the game. He had 2 goals, was big on ground balls. He drew a penalty there late, and he marked up with Irvin.
Yeah, great defense. He just did everything and came up twice, long pole, scored 2 goals. So great game for Alex Ochoa, our score player of the game. He gets the Score Bag of Swag, the bag from Central Maine Community College filled with sparkling ice and Prime from our friends at Valley Beverage, the Score Player of the Game keychain, and a Score t-shirt. It is the Score Bag of Swag.
Yeah, I think well-deserved, too. And not to mention, I think for anybody following any sports, a defenseman, I think, being the player of the game is kind of the same thing as like an offensive lineman almost.
Yeah,
to
it's
a
like I
certain
said,
football.
It's like a D tackle scoring a touchdown in a football game. And it was great to see, that's for sure. Baseball Monday, Coney at Winslow, game time 4 o'clock. We will be there. It's the beginning of a 6-game week. Our schedule always at centralmainsports.com, and every game we do always in the vault, unlocked for you 24/7. Go to centralmainsports.com, click on Vault. Every game also available on our YouTube channel at Central Maine Sports. So that's going to do it for us here today. For Ashley Dunn and Kaylin Lakey, and for AJ Knight, I'm Mike Violet saying so long. Before I go, happy Mother's Day.
Yes.
So long from Erskine Academy in South China. Final score in this one, great second half for the Eagles. Erskine Academy 8 and the Northern Maine Moose 3.
You've been listening to another high school sports presentation on The Score, supported by these great local sponsors: Central Maine Community College, Central Maine Motors Auto Group, Hammond Lumber Company, Mid-State Machine, Whittemore & Sons, Somerset Stone and Stove, 201 Tire Battery and Service, PJ Diggs, Renewal by Anderson, Assistance Plus, Valley Beverage, Maine Preventative Maintenance, The Harry J. Smith Company, SBS Carbon Copy, JDH3 Design, Dixon's Country Market, and by Casella Waste. Stay tuned for a lot more live video and audio of high school baseball, softball, and girls and boys high school lacrosse. All available at centralmainsports.com, 1160thescore.com, and our YouTube channel at Central Maine Sports. Please go and subscribe. You found the place for local sports. Sports Radio 1160, The